All right, fantastic. It's less than an hour after sunset, first day of Lent. So I am going to be fasting for 48 hours. Actually started almost 6 hours ago. A little more. I think I ate about 1:30. So 1 to 1:30, 1 to 2, somewhere in there. So a couple of minutes here and there is not a big deal. So I will take all of Ash Wednesday off eating, and I won't eat breakfast on Thursday morning, but I will eat breakfast. I will eat, I will break my fast during my dinner on Thursday. Good. So if I should get hungry or whatever, for the actual Ash Wednesday part, well, no, I'm not going to take in any calories. I'm going to drink my coffee. I do love my coffee. So that's that. So day one of Lent. Fantastic. So like I said, guys, I'm going to string all these videos together and let you know how the day by day went. And I will upload them on Sunday and forward them over to Facebook. Though I'm not going into Facebook, and I'm not answering any YouTube comments or any of that kind of stuff. So here we go. All right, so we'll chat with you guys again tomorrow. Bye. All right, kids. Well, I've been fasting here for 20 hours already, and I'm on the walk back. So by now, I've walked already 3 miles. I will have finished with 5 miles. Notice I'm not out of breath, which is a great thing. That means I am working off fat aerobically. If you're anaerobic, chances are you're gonna go ahead and give yourself some cortisol, and that's gonna spike glucose, gonna spike insulin, and you're gonna stay fat. That's kind of what Dr. Eichberg says, and so far he hasn't led me astray at any moment. So I guess you can believe your allopath all you want. I'll take the word of a Swedish Olympian and now a holistic doctor. All right, so we'll talk soon. I'll make another video when I get back to the house. Talk to you. Bye. All right, this is the morning of the first day of Lent. Hey, Wednesday, and I haven't eaten in 21 hours already. So far the fast is going tremendous. Isabel's fasting with me, which is kind of cool. And if she can hold out, she only has to hold out to about 8 o'clock this evening. I'm going to push all the way through till 2 o'clock the next day, so my fast will be 2 days. But before I go any further, I want to show you this cheeky little guy right here. Take a look at this. Yeah, he's a potato bug, or we used to call them potato bugs. Some people call them roly-polies. You'd be wrong. I'd be right. No, kidding. So what's on tap today? Well, I'm going to be making my coffee. Again, I finished a 5-mile walk. And gosh, I thought they said if you fast, you'd be like dragging and dead. No, I have a lot of energy, in fact. And since I took a walk, my metabolism now just went boom, and my growth hormone just went through the roof. So I'm going to sit down, plan what I'm going to do this Lent. I have to program probably about 2 hours of music. Thankfully, I have plenty of formulas to do that. Yay, so I know my metronome numbers and each of the pieces. So it'll be kind of fun. I've always had this dream to dress up like Beethoven, grab my portable keyboard, go downtown, and play Beethoven, Mozart, maybe a piece of Chopin, although people might notice the anachronism. Although maybe they won't. Put a little can out there and collect a bunch of money. Yeah, people actually still pay money for classical music here. Because it is rare. It's rare to see here. So what else? Coffee. I think that's about it. And then, gosh, can't think of anything else to do. So again, going to do the minimalism thing. Going to go ahead and going to work back my piano technique. So I'll have to schedule all the time out. My allergies are here, but they're not stuffy allergies. Matter of fact, I just sneezed, which is kind of Feels good. I don't sneeze much anymore. I used to sneeze all the time. Oh, and one little anecdote. I was watching Dr. Barry, and he was talking about hyperinsulinemia. Not only do you get fatty liver disease, you get fatty pancreas, and you get fatty tongue, which would explain why for the last couple of years I've been biting my tongue a lot while I'm eating. And since about June, July, matter of fact, since I started this thing in May, I can't remember the last time I bit my tongue. So apparently even my tongue reduced in size. So anyway, something to look forward to. All right, so let's see if I make a video later today, how I'm feeling. If not, I'll go ahead and just push through to tomorrow and make one tomorrow morning. So guys, we will talk to you again later. Again, first day of Lent. Yeah, fasting 21 hours. Life's good, man. Talk soon. Bye. Fantastic. So it's about 4:30. That means I have been fasting for now 25, 6, 7, 8, 28, 29 hours. I had my 5-mile walk, practiced piano. I feel euphoric. And I just had a Topo Chico, which is mineral water, carbonated, with 2 limes and some Himalayan salt. Oh, it's delicious. And later tonight I'm going to have a decaf coffee, instant, since I have no decaf grounds. I'm telling you what, you guys want to feel better than you've ever felt before in your life? Get on this fat adaptedness, get fat adapted, take about a week or so, and then do yourself a 2 to 3 day fast. It's like, oh man, it's super cool, super cool. Which reminds me, I think I'm going to invent a joke right now. Let me think for a second here. I just have to formulate the question, but I do know the punchline. Let me think. It'll come to me. I have several things going on. I'll if I remember, I'll actually post it. But it's pretty good. Yeah, I can't quite figure out exactly how I'm gonna lead into the punchline, but it's really good. All right, so anyway, got a very cool evening ahead of not eating again. I'm going to sleep like a baby. I'm going to do my HIIT tomorrow. I'm going to try to crank out 60 push-ups. So that'd be 20, and then interspersed another 20, interspersed, and then another 20. That's real good for my upper body. I'm going to try to hold a minute of planks, and then I get to eat a little thereafter. So looks like we're going to eat some rotisserie chicken, which is fine. I'll eat a whole one all by myself, plus a crap load of eggs. This is wonderful. I don't know why. I mean, I remember eating pizza. Okay, yeah, it felt not quite as good as this. I mean, it felt good, but really nowhere near this euphoric feeling. But then 2 hours later, you get that crash, and then you try to go to sleep, and you don't sleep very well, and you got gastric reflux. This is like, I've got, quite honestly, this is 3 to 4 times better than you can possibly feel imbibing your sugar drug and your pizza drug, with bread, a lot of bread. And then you don't get the reflux, and you actually sleep through the night. And then you wake up. Like, I'm going to wake up with 15% to 20% higher metabolism and even better feeling than I do right now. So, no, I wouldn't trade this in. I'm so happy I found this thing. You know what? So happy. Cool. We'll chat again later. Bye. Hey, good morning. I'm at hour 42 of my Lent fast. Yay. So I had dinner Tuesday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And yesterday I fasted all the way through. Obviously no worries about the quote-unquote abstinence from flesh meats, except for fish. And today I'll be eating in about 6 hours. So that's a full 48-hour fast. I feel great. I know it's either allergies or I'm actually suffering from the rhinitis. So we'll see what what happens here. I know Isabel's got the same problem. It's typical as the weather warms up, the bugs come out. The orange blossoms, we have sour oranges here, and those blossom, and they're just crazy. They've hit me every year since I've been here. So we'll see. So we'll look into next year and see if this doesn't happen again, then I know I was actually suffering from something else. Suffering? No headache, no fever, no nothing. I had a little muscle twinge in my back, I think for about 3 minutes last night sometime. Wasn't the super bestest sleep in the world, but I have some things coming up today, and I concentrate on breathing, just live in the now, and I fell back asleep. But I don't like pendientes, things that are waiting for me to deal with. I don't like it. I like to get everything all done, over with, and then I don't have to think about it. So on tap today, I guess we're going to order some rotisserie chickens. Now, I don't know what they put in the coating, but I can guarantee you it's not anything I need to be worried about. I will probably eat a whole chicken, and I'll eat a couple of eggs in the form of omelets, because I think we're going to go shopping today, pick up a bunch of cheese. Yum. So we'll go ahead and grab that. So that's about it for this morning. I'm going to get my coffee. I have a client coming in who wants to do essentially a mock interview. So I'll get all gussied up, and I'll try to be semi-intimidating as hell. I'll let her know up front, but that way she'll, if this is the worst that it can get, when she goes in, it'll be really cool. I think she's going to be working for some European company, so it's kind of interesting. Actually out of Brussels, apparently. But as far as I know, she sent me her curriculum, so I'm going to go ahead and take a look at it. I'll formulate a couple of behavioral questions on that. And I'll teach her how to do SAR, the situation, action, and result. And she'll have to practice that before she goes to bed, because I guess her interview's the next morning at 7. So best of luck to her. That's just part of what I do. We don't work hard, we work really smart. And since I love what I do, it's technically not work at all. So, we have an English school, and all of a sudden, I guess the world's back to normal because we've been swamped. Everyone and their mom wants English now. Good. Nothing better to have a niche market where you're actually kind of the expert at it. Isabel and I both. Oh, and one last thing. She fasted yesterday 24 hours. Yes. It was her first 24-hour fast. Oh, I'm so proud. She was hungry. I'll tell you, it goes easier when you're fat adapted. Really, it does. And all fat adaptation is removing sugar, grains, seed oils, and refined foods. Once you do that, you're on pretty much meat, eggs, cheese, green leafy vegetables, broccoli, cauliflower, spinach, green beans, tomatoes, onions, garlic. I mean, there's plenty of really good stuff. Cilantro. You can eat anything Mexican, chilies, and the meats. And you can eat soup all the time if you want with with an egg thrown in here and there, bacon. You're good to go, man. But if you are on carbs, it's harder, because now you literally are dealing with withdrawal symptoms from the carbohydrate. So there we go. I'm going to attach this to the rest of my videos, and keep watching. There's going to be more. Talk soon. Bye. All right, here we are, the first Friday in Lent, and the fast went exceptionally well. Yay. Wound up actually with about a 50-hour fast. I ate a whole rotisserie chicken. I had a 2-egg omelet, and I had eaten a hard-boiled egg before I even ate the chicken. And then I wound up eating some leftover pork rib that was still around. I had a pretty big salad. I had, for that evening, I wound up eating another 3-egg omelet with cheese, and it was delicious. So that was my my break the fast. So far I've been fasting for another 16 hours, and we'll probably be eating around 1:30, 2 o'clock. They want pasta, and probably with tuna and a cream sauce, and then my daughter Caro and I, we're going to have salmon, and I'll figure something fun out to actually eat with the salmon. Most likely it's going to be probably an egg dish. Eggs are super satiating, and then by evening, after the sun goes down, I can, if I'm hungry, I'll make myself maybe an omelet with some bacon. So eggs are a pretty good staple. Like I said, yesterday I ate 6 of them, and feel real good, really, really good. And of course, it's later in the day now. It's a little after noon here. It's not bright and early in the morning. I tend to be stuffed up in the morning, but here during the afternoon, everything clears out. Life's good. I feel awesome, feel wonderful. So there we go. That's so far for Lent. Have stayed off social media. Outstanding. Feel much better, even a couple of days. Not getting into the nonsense. Haven't been watching news and some of the other reports. So I don't know how wars are doing. I don't know how the sickness is going. I don't know if we've gone endemic. I just pull up the videos that I want to learn from. Oh, very cool. I saw a video yesterday by Dr. Barry. And the American Heart Association has finally come on board with low carb. All right, they didn't use the keto word, but that's essentially what it is. It puts you into ketosis. And I understand also, you don't want to start scaring people, because there's a lot of ignorant people who think being in ketosis means you have ketoacidosis. And that's typically a diabetic 1 problem, where somebody eats a lot of sugar and then doesn't have any insulin. And their body gets really acid and they die. But not being in ketosis. So, and Dr. Barry said that he had spoken with Dr. Fung, who's the world-renowned doctor out of Toronto, who's a renologist, a nephrologist, kidneyologist, and he normally gets the diabetics during their last stages of life, and he reverses their sickness mostly, and they live quite an exceptional life through fasting and dietary things. But he said, yeah, the AMA is burying this right now in their documentation, so they don't have to come out and say they screwed up for the last 50 years and put a lot of people in the grave by their ridiculous, paid for and bought by big food, big farm, dietary idiocy. But now that they buried it, they'll come out in about 10 years and say, oh, well, we've been teaching this for a decade. Because it's coming, guys. The wave is coming. So we do know how the human body works. We know what works best. I personally now know what works best. And I'm not a human unlike others. So, yeah, everyone has their own bio-individuality. Hey, the idea is start cutting carbs right now. Get yourself fat adapted. Pick up the saturated fats. Pick up the protein. And when you hit your set point, then find out what you can tolerate. I was eating nuts and some, chocolate chips here and there, and it was actually starting to re-inflame me. And I cut all that out. I went right back. I mean, within a day, 2 days, I went right back to, you know what? I guess I can't eat nuts. I'm not a nut eater. And it's and I had 95% cacao chocolate dipped in coconut oil. That did nothing. That made me feel wonderful. It was delicious. And again, you gotta kind of be wary of carb creep. So anyway, that's how my Friday's gonna go. Today, like I said, we already talked about what we're gonna eat. Saturday, unsure what we're gonna do. Sunday is chicken wing day. Bought some blue cheese to make some blue cheese dressing. We'll mount some Franks with butter, of course, a cup to about a stick of butter. And my love of my life just arrived home, and so we'll cut this short. We'll talk to you guys again later. Bye. Well, this morning I weigh 187, sorry, equally, no, 87.9 kilos, 193 pounds, fully clothed, yeah? I have shorts, flip-flops, a t-shirt. So probably back to 190. I'm knocking on the door to my 180s, and I ate like hell yesterday. God, what did I eat? I made a 6-ounce salmon burger, essentially, and a 3-egg omelet, and inside the salmon there's an egg and of course a bunch of cool spices. Since it's Lent Friday, I couldn't put any bacon in it. That's always really delicious. And I can't think of what else I ate. I cracked open a can of sardines from Guaymas. It's a brand down here, and it didn't sit well. All right, so it's probably not the highest quality, because the whole can, it's got like 4 or 5 rather large sardines. Okay, sardines normally are like really teeny, and these guys are actually pretty big. No heads, no tails, and in like a tomato sauce, and it's only $2. So yeah, it can't be good when I know I'm spending probably $4 for a little tin of sardines and olive oil, right? You get what you pay for. Done. I'm never eating that stuff again. Today though, I'm gonna like max out on burgers, some eggs, bacon. I may wrap them in a leaf of lettuce and kind of eat it protein style. 2 double bacon cheeseburgers. And you really don't need much. I'm going to make a little dressing out of cream. So I've gotten away from the soy mayonnaise finally. That's always bad for you. It's inflammatory. It's got a lot of omega-20 it's omega-6 to omega-3 ratio is humongously large, and it's really not good for you. And then if I'm hungry again later, I'll eat some more eggs and some cheese, and yum, man. So this is great. So we'll talk to you guys again on the next one. Bye. Okay, so I was able to fast another 18 hours, ate a pound of ground beef, 4 slices of American cheese, 2 rather large slices of extra sharp cheddar, 2 slices of Gouda cheese, 3-egg omelet, and a partridge and a pear tree. And a little pico de gallo over the top of that. 3 slices of bacon were in there too. So I had my plate, cheddar, the hot omelet, melted the cheddar, also melted the Gouda, put the bacon on top of that, and put my beef patties on top of that, and a little bit of pico de gallo on the top. And that's what I ate today, and I'm stuffed. I started eating almost 4 hours ago. So again, it's the time you start eating when you break your fast. That's the time that the next fast starts. So I won't need to eat anything this evening. Tomorrow's chicken wing day, so I'm going to make some blue cheese dressing. I'm going to mount some Frank's hot sauce with butter, and watch a little Star Trek Voyager, and that'll be a real good dinner. So I guess that's it. So happy Sunday, well, Saturday still, for a few more hours till sunset. And again, I'll be uploading, most likely I'll upload all these videos in chunks, and I'll just program them throughout the week. That way I don't have to spend the time day to day doing it. I found that it gives me a lot of other time to do some other things. It was rather productive. So I'll make my scheduling, and Monday we'll just go ahead and we'll have 6 full weeks of what I plan to do. So we'll chat with you guys again. Again, if you stayed through this video, I kind of wasn't exactly sure how I was going to do all these videos, but from the upcoming weeks, I'm just going to cut them into bite-sized sessions, so to speak. Probably 8 to 10 minute snippets. So I'll go ahead and edit the video, publish the video to my computer, and then I'll re-partition it out for each separate video that I'm going to upload. Yay! That'll be just during this Lent, because I really do kind of like looking at the day-to-day so that I can go back and say, where was I here? Where was I at this point in time? All right. So we will see you guys next week when I upload the next batch of videos. Talk to you then. Bye.